Record set in 2022, 42.58. Jamaica. There's the lineup. Barbados, Grenada, Guadeloupe, British Virgin Islands, Bahamas, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Haiti.
Uppermost in Neely's mind in both of the interviews was about winning the medal for Bahamas. Country first, as always with him.
Fantastic. Guadeloupe will go in lane number 3. Melody Melfort, 356, will be on anchor for them. Alika Herwood to lead off for Barbados. 8 teams in the final. There's Shanoya Douglas, the anchor leg for Jamaica. She's already won the 100 meters. She is favored for the 200 meters. She would love to leave here with triple gold, which would mean helping her team to the 4x100 gold medal. Let's start in lane number 8 with Haiti, and in lane number 7 Trinidad and Tobago with Joseph, Sia Frederick, Theodore and Sia Frederick. The Jamaican team, Sabrina Dockery, last year's 100 champion, Tiana Marshall, the sprint hurdler, Abigail Wolfe on 3rd, and Shanoya Douglas, the 100 champion, to take them home. The Bahamas in lane number 6 with Kylie Wallace, Shatalia Dorset, the 100 bronze medalist, Kaylee Davis and Jemiah Nabi, who anchored them to mixed 4x4 gold last night, anchoring them tonight at 4x100. The British Virgin Islands with Daly Augustine Johnson and Shearer Stout. Then Guadeloupe in lane number 3, Ossine Saint-Hilaire, Vanukia, Francois and Melfort. Grenada in lane number 2 with Augustine, Houston, Belfon and Shade John. And Barbados on the inside, Alika Herwood, Anaya Nurse, Shayla Clark and Kadia Rock, the 400 silver medalist. Sabrina Dockery, the Jamaican, false started in the 100 meters. In the final, she's on lead off. .11:08 over the 100 meters. She is very, very fast. That was a long hold, and I can imagine many breaths as well.
They were more nervous in the crowd than the runners.
You hope so. And they go again. Final of the under 20 girls 4x100 relay. In their set positions. Sent off. Dockery got up brilliantly for the Jamaicans. Look at her move away from the Bahamas and close in on Trinidad and Tobago. The Jamaicans make this change successfully. Sia Frederick running well down the backstretch for Trinidad and Tobago, but Tiana Marshall holding her own for Jamaica. Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. The Jamaicans slightly ahead. The Bahamians coming through as well. Here they come to the final change. Shanoya Douglas has the baton, and she is well clear for the black, green and gold. The Bahamians in second. Sia Frederick closing fourth for Trinidad and Tobago. Jamaica gold. Bahamas silver and Trinidad and Tobago bronze. 42.93. That is sensational from the Jamaicans. The second time in the history of the CARIFTA Games, if it holds up, that we will get sub 43 in the 4x100 final. 43.65 it's been adjusted to. It almost seemed too good to be true. It is still a sensational performance, mind you. The Jamaicans deliver on a...
The atmosphere was electric at the 2025 CARIFTA Games in Trinidad and Tobago as 8 top Caribbean nations lined up for the under 20 girls 4x100m relay final. The field featured rising stars from Barbados, Grenada, Guadeloupe, the British Virgin Islands, the Bahamas, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Haiti. All eyes, however, were on powerhouse Jamaica, who held the meet record of 42.58 seconds set in 2022 and were determined to leave an even greater mark this year. Haiti took the outermost lane, with Trinidad and Tobago just beside them in lane 7, featuring a strong quartet led by Sia Frederick. Jamaica, fielding a team of young sprint sensations, Sabrina Dockery, Tiana Marshall, Abigail Wolfe, and anchoring with the brilliant Shanoya Douglas, started in lane 5. Douglas had already won gold in the 100-meter and was the favorite in the 200m. A victory in the relay would complete a sensational triple crown. The Bahamas, another medal favorite, were stacked with talent, including 100-meter bronze medalist Shanoya Douglas and Jamaica, who had just anchored their mixed 4x400m to gold the night before. Guadeloupe, with Melody Milford closing for them, along with Barbados and Grenada, rounded out a competitive lineup. After a nervous false start from Jamaica's Sabrina Dockery earlier in the week, tension was high. But once the gun fired for real, she exploded out of the blocks, giving Jamaica an immediate edge. Down the backstretch, Tiana Marshall kept the momentum, resisting pressure from Trinidad and Tobago. The exchanges were clean, and as the baton reached Shanoya Douglas on the final leg, there was no doubt Jamaica was in control. Douglas powered down the home straight, unchallenged, crossing the finish line to secure gold in 43.65 seconds, a sensational time and one of the fastest in CARIFTA history. The Bahamas followed for silver in 44.65, and host nation Trinidad and Tobago claimed bronze with 44.76. It was a masterclass in sprinting execution. Jamaica's combination of explosive starts, smooth handoffs, and elite finishing speed confirmed their dominance once again. With rising stars like Dockery and Douglas leading the charge, the future of Jamaican sprinting looks brighter than ever. The CARIFTA Games continue to showcase the incredible talent developing across the Caribbean, and this race was a perfect example. Though only one team stood at the top of the podium, every young woman in that final delivered performance to be proud of. As one commentator said, participating in this race is already a victory. Congratulations to all the athletes. The Caribbean sprinting legacy is in very good hands.